Hey again, down Victoria Esplanade in the Rose Gardens in Palmerston North. This is insight number 4. Apologise for the messy outsideness. I was just saying the last one, I forgot how hard it was to record outside and why I stopped doing it. It's beautiful, but it's not comfortable, and I get easily distracted and my thoughts aren't as clear and concise. But nonetheless, the sun is out. It is going to rain more, but we'll go with what we got. And I was glad I can bring you down here with me because it really is beautiful. I'll post some of the pictures, but you won't know that until next week when you watch this, because this will be next Thursday, a week from now. But there you go. That's how we roll. We're going to go to section 44 for this insight. This is the last chapter, but it's actually got some really good advice in it. Now, this was simply there to call a conference for the following June. So it's given in February, saying we're going to have a conference in June. I need to gather you all in. It talks there about however you come, whether we gather you by word of mouth, whether we send you a letter, but we're going to gather for a conference. So come back in. But we're going to look at verse 2. It says, "And it shall come to pass that inasmuch as they are faithful and exercise faith in me, I will pour out my spirit upon them in the day that they assemble themselves together." So this goes on from the last one, talks about assembling together, which was last week's. We're talking about gathering, and the last insight I just did about pouring the Spirit out on you, if you can sanctify and purge, clear out, remove the debris, dethrone that debris, when you get a pouring out of the Spirit. So, is there anything preventing the Spirit from pouring out on you? Because as I just said in the last one, sometimes it does for me. Sometimes I'm not in the right headspace, or just not quite right in my relationship with someone. Maybe I've had an argument with my mum, or frustrated at somebody that it just distracts me from having that outpouring of the Spirit. Or maybe I've just missed church in a while, and it's not that I've done anything bad. I'm not talking about doing anything evil, but I just haven't had that connection with the sacrament and with the Holy Ghost. So it can prevent that, and it just, you need to get back where you need to be, and to gather together, like they say there, come back and you'll pull the Spirit out you as you gather together. So it's really important. So if we're not in tune with the Spirit, it cannot pour out on us. So did you ever ask, this is a good question, did you ever ask why you keep all these rules or commandments? It's a scary question sometimes. Like, people will ask you that. Why do you keep all of this? Why? I'm right down here now. I'm with people that family who are not members. And sometimes I'll get that question. Not often anymore, because they already know. But I have had that question before. Why don't you drink? Why don't you have coffee? And I do have coffee sometimes, but I get decaf and I'm good with that. But why don't you drink Coke? Because I've given up Coke. And that's not necessarily a church thing. It's just simply that I didn't want to drink it. I was drinking too much of it. I didn't think it was good for me. I'm not talking about you. But you get these questions like, why are you keeping all these rules? Because to me, they're not rules. To me, it's a way of living that makes me happier and safer and secure. And I love being in tune with the Spirit because it guides me. So to me, it's not a whole bunch of rules I have to keep. To me, it's just a better way of living, and I love living it. I don't know how you feel about that. So it's not for reward. I'm not doing it to earn my way into heaven. Nope, not. I'm not scared of the consequences. That's another reason people say, oh, you're scared of, what's going to happen. Nope, not scared at all. I know the Lord loves me just as I am. I'm fine with that. It's because I love the Lord, and I love having the Spirit pour over me daily. I love that. That's why I want to live this way. I don't do it for reward. I don't do it for accolades. I don't do it to earn my way into heaven. I don't do it for anything other than I just like it. I feel better when I do it. I feel closer to being who I am. I feel more centered and aligned. Yeah, I can go on. But that's why I do it. Life is pretty dreary without the fullness of the Holy Ghost, and I know that firsthand. It is pretty freaking dreary. I could talk to you for hours on that one too. And I hope you're not in that space. And if you are, please, please try and get it back. Do everything you can to get it back, because it's so much better. President Eyring, he said, he visits with his spirit, he visits you with his spirit to comfort you, encourage you, and inspire you to keep going. And that's what I need daily. I need that, because I don't always get that from the people around me. They think I'm strong and that I'm awesome and I'm capable, and yeah, I probably am too, but I'm also weak and vulnerable and hurt and alone and all those words as well. You see me on this, you see me doing this, and you think, oh, she's doing really awesome, she knows so much, and yet, I study hard out to get this, and I try, and I don't know everything. And I have days where I don't leave the house, I don't get dressed, I shower, and that's about it. Some days are not so good, and I still struggle with it. I still struggle with mental health, I still struggle with a whole bunch of stuff, but I know, absolutely, if I have the outpouring daily of the Holy Ghost, I'm okay, I can do it. No matter how dreary it looks, I can do it, because I have that. So I really encourage you to get that if you don't. If you're not feeling that, if you're not there, if you're not in that space, get there. Remove that debris. Have that outpouring of the Holy Ghost. It is awesome, and it will just make you feel 100% better no matter what's going on. Trust me on that one. Alright, that was number 4. I'm going to do number 5. Hopefully avoid the rain.